afternoon, Virgo. Hello. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. I'm just going to give it, just wait a little bit. Just going to give it a little bit of time before I start the reading. We are going to be doing the general this morning. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you, Virgo, of course, with the oracles and also with the tarot. So I haven't used this deck in a while. So what we're going to do is go ahead and use this deck first. I'm not really sure how many cards I'm going to use. Not really sure how many cards I'm going to use, but we're going to get some nice juicy information like we always do out here for you, Virgo. So let's see. Hey, everybody. Hey. See, I'm here. Here, look at me. Look at me on here trying to give you guys a good jump start, for your day. Okay? That's even if you're going to sleep, okay? That's even if you're going to sleep. We're going to get a good jump start here for you, Virgo. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's see. I'm trying to see if anything was going to fall out. I don't see anything that's going to fall out. So I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle my normal way. So let's see. This is for Virgo. Let's get two. Let's start off with two cards first, because I do want to use another oracle. Let's start. Okay. All right. There we go. So we got the two that came out. You got home at the bottom of the deck. Home is at the bottom of the deck. We're going to see what that is and why that's coming out. Okay. First card that came out. This is so funny. I actually said this yesterday on the Cash App Live. I was talking to you guys, most of you guys weren't here, but I was telling the people that was on there, I said, Virgo's #1 issue is patience, right? And I said it. I said, I know for a fact that it's not because Virgo, hasn't been waiting. It's not like you haven't been patient, okay? But this is the issue that you have been experiencing, right? This is technically in your past position. So it's letting me know that it is something that is passing over now, okay? This whole waiting energy. But this is what it says. It says, don't feel rushed to make a decision right now. It says, spend time alone meditating upon what truly makes you happy. And I'm just going to tell you, I feel like there is going to be something that's going to come up where you are like, okay, is this what I want to do? Is this what I want? Is this the person that I want to talk to and be around and date? Is this the job that I am happy with? It's going to be that kind of thing that's going to come about. Okay, that's just something that I'm saying. You're meditating because something has been presented. Let me just tell you that. This is you. This is not you just meditating just because. No, this is you meditating because something has been presented to you. Okay, I'm not sure what area. We're going to keep that area open because it's going to be different for everybody. But that's why you are in deep thought. And I feel like, yeah, you've been patient, but the wait is like, be patient before you make a full-blown decision in this particular direction. Okay? So this is an action card, believe it or not. Even though it says wait, it's telling you pause, right? Before you go full steam ahead. And we're going to see what that could be. I mean, it could be a closure on a house. Maybe you guys are deciding, or you will be getting, you're trying to figure out, what house you are wanting. Let's say you guys have different choices, right? You have like different choices of homes you want to be in. And you're like, okay, let me just think about it. Let me think about it. You know how you tell the real estate agent, like, okay, let me just see if that's what I want to do. It could be that as well. Okay. It could definitely have something to do with family. Home is family. We're going to read that in a minute, but it could. Now, you also had closure. So again, this is a decision to walk away from someone, walk away from something, a job, a person, something like that. Okay. And here it says, sometimes the only closure you need is understanding that your soul deserves peace. So there is going to be some type of ending here. There is, you're coming to a conclusion to a situation. And you know what? I want to tell you, it doesn't have to be you walking away from anybody. It could literally, it could be, right? Like I said, walking away from people, walking away from a certain job. People could be your friends. It could be lovers. It could be Certain family members that you don't necessarily have to talk to. This is like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and remove myself from them. It could be that type of thing too, right? But it could definitely be a situation that has been just troublesome. So it's saying that this is going to come to some type of end because it says it's giving you peace. Okay. So I definitely see that there is a situation that you have been experiencing that looks like, you know, you guys are going to get some type of closure on that. But yeah, that weight here is like you're needing to make that decision. You need to pause before you actually go full steam ahead with it. Now, this is what I want to say. I'm going to go ahead and grab this home card. I will say definitely here with this home card. I did say, you know, some of you guys could be buying a home, but really, I feel like this is like there's going to be something changing where you live. It doesn't have to be as big as buying a home, y'all. Most people are not doing that at the moment. Some people are, some people are not. But it's something as simple as dealing with family, because that deals with home. You know, it could be mother. Okay, 'cause that's fourth house, right? Not just about family, but specifically it can have something to do with a parent. This could be you saying, okay, I'm going to redecorate. I want to revamp my place. And of course, yes, this is talking about your home is going to be different because you're not going to be living at the place that you're living. Okay, so there is going to be change in the area, in your home area. It's interesting. I was actually, my mom, I haven't done a reading for my mom literally in like over 2 years. And I was talking to her on the phone and she just kind of said it out loud. She was like a little bit embarrassed, like, can you please? And I was like, oh, okay, I'll do it. And I didn't do her cards. I did, no, I did, I think I did her cards first and I didn't say anything because I was like, huh, that's interesting. You know, because I'm trying not to let her panic. I'm trying not to get her panicked. And I said, huh, that's interesting. So I didn't say anything. So I said, okay, you know, can you give me as much information as you can with your birth chart, like with your birth information? Let me go on your chart and see what the hell is going on. Like she has no idea that I'm even like looking because I see what I see in the cards. And so I get into her chart and I said, like, and I said it really nicely. And I'm like, shit, it says in her chart too. I'm like, huh. I was like, are you planning on moving or something? Like, are you planning on? No. And I know for a fact she has no plans on moving. I know for a fact she has no plans on moving, which that could be true. But remember, it doesn't have to be the moving thing. There is still going to be something dealing with a home that she has to deal with. So I was like, okay, well, there's a home theme here. So for some of you, you may not be aware of that. Okay. This could be a good change for some. This could be not necessarily the best change for others. But yeah, I have been seeing that. Okay. So if you are not aware, you probably need to know what's happening here with you when it comes down to your astrology chart. Because some people are dealing with this year. Some people are going to be dealing with this later on down the line. But home and changing of homes and all of that is very much so a theme that I'm seeing for Virgo as of late. Because remember, the part of what we were saying was like a lot of marriage energy, commitment energy. But now it's starting to kind of switch over to the home part, okay? Which could be hand in hand with marriage and commitments and all that other stuff. It says your home tells a story. It's the foundation of your life. Bless your home to bring more peace, love, and light. All right, that's what that card says. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and get into your other oracles, which is really what I wanted to get into. Let's see some of the cards that's going to come out here for you, Virgo. Let's see. And I'm just going to pull from the deck. I'm just going to pull. This is for Virgo. Let's see what's coming out here for Virgo. You have glow up. All right. Here it says self-improvement, finding your confidence, personal transformation. You are feeling better than ever. And then look at what's at the bottom of the deck. Y'all know I couldn't switch the cards. My hands have been here this whole time. What does that say? That's right. It says a status upgrade, new achievements, improved social standing, lifestyle elevation. You are about to go to the next level. See, now, had I said that just only through the tarot, some of you guys just be thinking I'm just blowing steam. A lot of y'all been here for the past, how many years have we been on here? Forever, right? But even if you've been here for the past 4 years, you know that is not true. You know that is not true. Okay? Like I was getting a lot of pushback because before a lot of stuff really went down with Virgo, of course, we read it before, and you know, it was kind of scary to see. And well, that's not happening with me. I'm not feeling that. This is not my storyline. This is not this. And then all of a sudden, boom. Okay. So I want you guys to feel this. You know, I don't want you to dismiss it because this may not, you know, resonate with you right now, especially if you're experiencing some major shit. You may be like, that's not necessarily resonating with where I am. That's okay. It doesn't have to. Okay. But there is going to be major changes to, remember, it says this even says lifestyle though. Now that is in harmony with the home because it's how you live, right? It's how you live. It's not just about you glowing up physically on a physical level, which I know for a fact that this is true because baby, I am all about like eating a certain way and having a routine with, you know, me trying to work out because I hate exercising. Okay. I hate exercising. I really, really do. I love walking, but I hate exercising. But there are things that I feel like I am even trying to do. So I know this is even true for me. But then there's Virgos that I've talked to who have already lost 35 pounds. So you like even watching this play out, you know, and like seeing some of these cards come out is like, this is so true. So for a lot of you, it's like you're going to start looking good, you know, even the way the clothes that you buy are going to be a little bit different, like because now your body is changed. You know, you're going to be around people you could be around people of status and I would say that would make sense because if you are upgrading and your lifestyle has changed, and some of you guys are really going to be at a place where, you know, you could be famous. And this is on your own. I'm not saying that you need help, okay? But a lot of you guys are going to be at a place that you never in your wildest dreams thought that you would be. Okay? That's something that I'm saying here with this whole glow up, self-improvement energy. Remember, self-improvement is about what you do, though. Outside of your status, outside of how you make this happen, as far as your career concerned, this is you personally. Glow up is the first house to me because it includes your body, how you view yourself. And how you view yourself is how other people are going to view you. Okay? You may have been feeling, you know, this low self-worth, low self-esteem, not really into yourself at one point. Maybe you didn't like the way that you look. And then now all of a sudden you're just like, oh man, I feel great. But this is a process. So again, even if you guys are improving, there's going to be this point where you're like looking in the mirror and you're like, ooh, that's it right there. Okay. And again, you guys had this card that talked about new achievements. So there's something you will be doing. We've talked about that, right? We've even talked about how you will have something new. Some of you guys are going to have like new jobs, or there's going to be new assignments at your job where it is going to bring in more money. Okay. Some of you guys are going to be doing more than one thing in order to achieve certain goals here. Okay. Improved social standing, lifestyle elevation. Like that is major, y'all. That is major. I don't know how else to put it. Okay. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to put this here. Hold on. I want to put this here. Let's just put that there. And you guys already know, I don't like to start off with oracles because it's going to seem like I'm going to be repeating myself. I like the oracles last, but we're going to do this today. This is what we're going to do. That means that we have to get a little bit deeper with the tarot then. A little bit deeper than normal. We have to get. All right. Let me see. Let me see. This is for Virgo. Now, I'm not necessarily clarifying. Anything here, but at the same time, I am. Okay? Because each card is going to stand for itself today. First card that's coming out here is the Two of Pentacles. There it is. Look at that. The Fool card. Oh, you definitely got a new beginning here. And it's interesting. You see how the Two of Pentacles is weighing the options? Did we not just say that? Because what does this card say? It says, make sure you meditate upon what you want. Two of Pentacles is coming out saying, is this what I want to do? Is this what I want to do? Is this the direction I want to go in? Is this, remember, we talked about this. First card, we talked about it. And you know what? I'm going to tell you. It looks like you're about to do something. Because this Fool card is what? The decision. This is directional. This is the direction you are deciding. Okay? So, whatever that new thing is, you will be experiencing it. Whatever that new thing is. So, let's say you're like, like I said, you could be wanting to buy a home. You could may want to move or something, right? Even if it's just moving, you may want to leave your job. If you want to talk to somebody, it's something like that where you're kind of like, I got to think about it. I got to pause before I actually make the decision. And that is what the Two of Pentacles is basically saying. The Two of Pentacles also talk about something being made right. So this is more so like you are in the energy of now bringing your life back into alignment. Okay. There's going to be fairness brought back to you. Because if you guys have been experiencing, unfair circumstances, unfair situations, this is karma. This is going to be a karmic alignment. Okay? This is almost like the cause and effect, like the things that you guys have done in the past. This is the universe equalizing things. This is like the equalizer. Okay? Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be easy. I'm not saying it's easy because you guys already know that when it comes down to the Two of Pentacles, in order to get things in alignment, you also may, have to be consciously aware of keeping things in balance. Because guess what? I don't see it being a smooth situation. I feel like you're going to have to be able to balance your life in accordance to your business life. You're going to have to be able to balance your life, okay, with your work life. That's literally what it's telling you. I know. You may not know what the hell I'm talking about, but you will. You will. You're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Because, see, there's a process that's happening here in order for you to get this upgrade and this glow. All right? There's a process. And here it is specifically saying that you're going to experience something new. That's without a shadow of a doubt. You're going to experience something new. Again, we even talked about that with the status upgrade. A lot of you are going to be doing something new with work and career. That is a fact. Now, again, I'm not saying that you're going to jump at it because you got to consider the consequences. Well, shit, am I going to get enough sleep? Am I going to have enough time? Can I do all of this in run of a day? Okay, that's where you're going to be. And there's a house here too, like I said before. So I still feel like it has something to do with home, but that's your responsibility at your home. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's get your second card here. This is going to be for Virgo. Knight of Pentacles. And that's coming after the Weight card, by the way. Ooh, I like this so much. The Knight of Pentacles. What is this saying? Interesting enough, this is a commitment. This is someone, and I never read the Knight of Pentacles this way, but it should have never came out of your position. The Knight of Pentacles has always been the source of seriousness. And I get that. I get that, you are very serious about where you're headed, and like serious is about your accomplishments, because we see that with the whole status upgrade. Like I get you are serious, or if you haven't been, you will be getting serious about certain things, okay? That I can tell you, because it's about you committing to something. See, that goes back, I'm telling you, it goes back to that, like, okay, is this something that I want to do? You see, like the Knight of Pentacles always talks about a sense of hesitation. That means whatever you're about to decide is huge. This is not something small. Because see, Spirit is trying to get me to see something. There's going to be a huge decision. And for a lot of y'all are hesitant with making it. I'm telling you, it's something that you are unsure about and you're scared. Because you're like, what if I make the wrong decision? What if I do this and it's not right? What if I do this, and this could be relationship. This could have something to do, like let's say you want to move overseas. You're like, shit, like if I like really commit, if I really commit to this decision, like I may not be able to go back on this right away. But there's also someone serious around you, which is like they're almost giving you the support. I feel like there's this support system. It could be one person that is just very supportive of you. That's what I'm saying. But I like the skepticism. That's very much so Virgo-esque, so much as Capricorn, especially if you guys have Capricorn in your chart. Oh my God, that is so Capricorn and Sag, okay? There's definitely going to be heavy, huge commitments that you guys are about to experience. Let's talk about your money for a second. It's interesting because there's some nice little piece of change coming up in here for you. And again, I wonder if it's like, I'm trying to figure out where could this money be coming from? I don't know. I feel like that closure is saying it's going to bring an end to a situation. It's going to bring an end to your problems. True. But there is this stability that's happening. It's not even just about your money. Can I just be honest? It's not really about your money, because here with the Two of Pentacles, we talked about the balance. So even if you guys have been feeling emotionally out of whack, you know, if you've been like mentally scattered, there's this stability that's about to happen, because again, you are the Knight of Pentacles, but that's not what I asked in my head. I'm like, wait a minute, that's interesting. I never seen this kind of peace with you. I never seen this kind of energy coming out of your reading the way that it's coming out. I've never seen that before. Never. You got this support system. You have this newfound faith. There's something about your faith that you feel, you know, like you actually see something has happened. There's something that has occurred, and now you feel better. You feel stronger than ever. Very much so. We're going to get to relationship stuff like a little bit like towards the fourth card, but I want to kind of stick on this for a second. Let me see. Let's see. This is for Virgo. Look at, y'all thought I was lying. Y'all already know I love this card. I love that big fat pumpkin. Oh my God, I love it so much. Oh, I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know where it's coming from, but there it is. You guys got the Moon card here. Well, let me put the card in front of the camera, because you guys pay attention when I put it in front. If I put it down, you can't see. You guys have the Moon card here. Moon. This is your feelings. Someone feels like home. Ah, that's what it is. Someone feels like home. This is stability. This is stability. Like, it's coming, y'all. It's coming. It's a little slow in the uptake, right? It's early, a little slow in the uptake, but it's coming towards me. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Someone feels like home. The Ace of Pentacles is coming out at that home energy. Oh yeah, you're going to be good. You're going to be good. And this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity. I was actually telling the Cash Apps yesterday. I said, it feels like what Spirit kind of does, and they don't do this all the time, but it feels like what they do, they start at certain points in the future, and they'll either go backwards or they'll go forward. With you, it was forward again this time. It usually don't happen that way. Like, I did see the back energy. I did, because that's how I was able to see you being all over the place. Very chaotic energy, very up and down with the whole Two of Pentacles. That's why I said you need to be able to balance. However, If you have a major decision to make because there's a huge opportunity, the moon card talks about a sense of uncertainty. But I'm telling you, there is something here that feels like home. There's something here that feels good, like this is where you're supposed to be. Because that's what this is basically saying. It's like, okay, well, this is where you're supposed to be. They're telling you, be prepared for a change in direction. I get it. I get it. I know that you may not think that, but be prepared for a change in direction here. This is also making me feel like there could be like something you could be giving. I mean, not giving, not giving, baby. You did that in the past. Because this is you getting. So it feels like you're receiving something. Not just about money, it also feels like you could be receiving something. Like there could be someone who would be very generous towards you. Okay, this could be with gifts, this could be money, this could be whatever. Like, I mean, sometimes it happens with people at your job. I think I've made mention about that. How we had patients and we also had doctors that would just give you money, right? Doctors would give you money sometimes just out of the whim. They'll give you money at Christmas time. I mean, it's about big bonuses, y'all. Like they will just give y'all money. We knew it was coming every year, but sometimes we didn't know that the patients would just come in and say, "Oh, well, you were the nurse who took care of me," da 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 da, and they'll just bring you shit, right? So I feel like it's going to be in that way. And it could be because of your service, but it could also be because of your love, your personality, because of how your kindness, because of who you've been towards people. I really do feel like this is what's going to happen. And I'm telling you, I don't know how it's going to happen, like, but I do. That Ace of Pentacles is amazing. Okay? And it's falling right on home. That is insane. Just by itself. That's pretty major here. So I was going to get to the love part anyway. I mean, I might as well. The moon is your emotions, it's your feelings. And it's sitting on top of home. You feel at home with someone. You feel at home with somebody. And the Ace of Pentacles sometimes could talk about a huge opportunity where this could actually go somewhere. But see, I need some other cards. You already know I don't just use one card to tell the truth, right? I got to be able to use at least three to tell me, at least two. Be like, oh yeah, I know for a fact that's going to happen. This right here is making me feel like, oh no, baby, there is going to be someone that's the potential for something serious. Remember when I said that earlier? I said that with the Knight of Pentacles, but I didn't ask for you. I asked for them. But you and them came out. There's something huge happening here with you. There's something huge. Because again, how can you get to this elevated lifestyle? So before even the elevation of the lifestyle came out, you guys already had home. And it's telling you, like, there's something different with your home environment. What are you able to get, to obtain, to experience with where you are living? But how can you do that if you don't have the means? Spirit comes out with the Ace of Pentacles. A huge opportunity where you are able to have these certain experiences and be able to go certain places because you have the means to do so. Okay? I talked about the serious individual. I see that there's someone here. There's a serious individual here. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, definitely Taurus energy here. Okay, I definitely see Virgo. I see Pisces. I see Libra. Let me see. Yeah, I see those that energy. You got the Four of Pentacles. I think this card came out last week, right? I think this card came out when I said that you're trying to conserve whatever you got. That's not what I heard when it spelled. This is like you're gonna be sitting pretty. I'm telling you, I can't read the cards the same all the time because it just doesn't say that. I know what it means, but that's not what this card is saying. This card is telling me you're gonna be sitting pretty. And it makes sense because you had the elevation, lifestyle elevation, next level, right? Personal transformation. You are feeling better than ever. So the Four of Pentacles wouldn't be the normal Four of Pentacles. It's impossible. So soon as I saw the card, I heard sitting pretty. And I'm like, oh shit, that's true. According to what we just saw. A lot of you guys have been in debt big time. Money has not been great at all. So part of what we saw with that Two of Pentacles is like you being able, what does that say? You pay Peter and steal from Rob or something, rob Peter to pay Paul or something. Whatever the saying is, right? It's kind of crazy to say it, but I mean, that's just a saying that people used to say. But that's kind of what the Two of Pentacles was basically saying anyway. Like you were like, okay, I'm going to use this money to pay for this bill. I'm going to use it, but you weren't able to pay for all your damn bills. You weren't able to pay for every damn thing. Now here you are sitting pretty. That's what this is saying. And remember, he's not even on the ground. He's not. He's not sitting on the ground either. That's a high elevation energy. Okay, I think I said, well, did I tell y'all that? Or was that the other side? So I said that some of you guys could have been dodging bill collectors. You want to know what came out at the bottom of the deck with this card? Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Okay, you're like, oh my God. And it was in reverse, by the way, but I don't do reversals, but I thought it was funny how it showed itself. I was just like, oh, okay. So like, yeah, they were, and probably in this battle with not picking up the phone, right? Five of Swords energy. Dodging people when it comes down to needing to pay for certain type of bills, okay? And they're like, hey, you got some late fees here. That is not what that card is saying. That means that all of that is taken care of. If you sitting pretty, okay? All of that is taken care of. Let me see. You got the Queen of Swords. I don't know why you're guarded. Now, as far as we talked about the finances, but as far as relationship is concerned, this is you. I don't think that the Queen of Swords is necessarily bad in this reading. I'm about to pull another card. But you want to know the reason why I say guarded? Because not only did you have it with the Queen of Swords, but you had it with the actual guarded card, Seven of Wands. And this is your card. This is your energy. And if we're talking about like relationship-wise, you are making a stand. But I'm like, are you making a stand because it's like you've learned your lessons already, right? So this is like you are like you're refusing to accept less. This is the energy, not an actual doing. You get what I'm saying? This is the energy that you're walking in. You're walking in the energy of you refuse to accept less. These are my boundaries. This is what you see. Not that you have to cut off anybody. Not that you have to say it to anybody. This is the energy that you're in now. Let me go ahead. Let me get another card. Let's see what comes back. Let's see what comes out. That's what I'm really seeing with that Queen of Swords. The Queen is saying that you mastered something. Oh, yeah, definitely. You ain't got time for the nonsense. If you even see a hint of nonsense with somebody, they are done. They are gone. They are like done for. Gone. Gone. You do not have time for people who are petty, no matter who they are, no matter who they are. And they gotta be, and they have to be careful with how they deal with you and handle you, because some of these people don't understand that you do have good comebacks. Okay. Now, if it's not a work environment, Like, you may say some things to some people that may not be so kosher, because I'm telling you, Virgo and Sagittarius can get real damn. I mean, they you know how to say you go low and I go lower. Virgo is really the pits of hell. They can say some shit that can really burn. Okay, I know that for a fact. So I'm saying, try not to get to that place where people actually push you to that point, but it's in you. It's in you. Okay. Now, I can tell you, you are going to be tested. I know. Did you think that you were going to come out of this reading unscathed? Because that's just not life. You need a little spice. The universe is going to always add a little spice to your reading. So there's somebody testing you here. I don't know who it is. Could it be a lover? Absolutely, right? Because that's mostly like the person that's closer to you. So yeah. Could it be somebody at your job? Yeah, definitely. We've talked about that plenty of times. Virgo having these issues with people at their job, and they have to try to, keep that monster from coming out. Yeah, it could be them too, but you're going to be tested in some kind of way. I hate to say that, because you're going to feel that someone is unfairly treating you. Okay. And it is going to invoke this vengeful energy. Like, I should do this, I should do that. And you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. You are going to take steps where you win at the end, because the Queen of Swords, she's going to win. But it is going to make you do something that maybe do something or say something that, is a little unsalted. Okay. So let me go ahead. Let me get your last card so I can move forward. I don't know, Virgo. But ultimately, you'll be okay. But this is the card that came out. You had the Nine of Wands and you had the Sun. There's somebody testing you. That's interesting, because Nine of Wands is test. That's crazy. Oh, no, but I saw that from a mile away. The Sun card, though, is telling me you're going to be able to overcome anyway. Not just because of the Queen of Swords, but the Sun is definitely saying more so happiness energy here, more so vitality. Remember, we talked about the whole glow up. The Sun is definitely saying this, the whole glow up energy, where you feel more alive. Okay. And you know what? You want to know what's so crazy? That could be the reason why you're being tested. See, they don't like the fact that they see that you're shining, because see, you weren't supposed to. Or it doesn't have to be that you're not supposed to, but it's like, you ain't gonna be shining over me, you ain't gonna be better than me, you ain't gonna do better than me. Like, where did this come from? And no, ma'am. Can you imagine that? It's like somebody thinking that they have the authority. They have the authority over your life to say some shit like that. I know Virgo. I know for a fact Virgo ain't supposed to be doing better than me. And it's funny, because I listen to stories all the time. Y'all already know where I be hearing the stories from. Y'all already know how I am about TikTok. But somebody actually made that comment before. She said, "Oh, I was fat," and this girl was so pretty. Oh my God. She was like, I was fat. When I was fat, people were comfortable around me. Looking at her, I would have never been able to tell that she was close to 300 pounds. Like, she showed a before picture, and I was like, there's just no way in hell, right? She was like, oh, everybody was comfortable around me. I was like suffering on the inside, or whatever. And, but everybody was so comfortable around me. She said, now I don't have any friends. I said, I bet. I knew for a fact that was going to happen to her. She looked like that, because she looks like a completely different person, and she was absolutely stunning, right? So now she's intimidating. So she's shining. She's getting the attention. She's attracting things that a lot of people are not able to attract. And when I said that that's where you're going to be, it's not, I don't want anybody to take from me, because that's the first thing that people think when they see you in this glowing state. They're like, oh, they're going to take something from me. That's going to rob something from me. No, it's not. Whatever is meant for you in this lifetime, you're going to be able to experience. Nobody's going to be able to take that away from you. You be happy for people's glow up. You be happy for them, but that's not the way they're going to see it. And unfortunately, you're going to be tested in some kind of way. This could be people's friends. This could be people at your job, like I said before. It sometimes could even be family members. Literal family members could be pissed off with the fact that they're like, I can't believe that you're there. How did you even get there? How did you do that? I'm just warning you. I'm just telling you what's here. I wish it was something different. You know, I really do. But this is what comes with success. Yeah, I mean, you're going to be okay. It's not like anybody going to do anything to you. It's not anybody going to harm you or anything like that, because you had plenty of cards, I believe, before. I kept on wondering why protection and you were protecting and all that stuff. I've seen that. But it doesn't, you know, like that whole pettiness thing, that like that little bird that's like constantly trying to irritate you. It could be someone's mother. Let's say you found the man of your dreams, but there it is. Who comes in? You can't stand the mother. You're like, damn, I would, right? It could be the children. Okay? So life is going to be great, but that right there, yeah, it's going to be something that's going to wear. That I can tell you. I'm going to go ahead. I want to pull one last oracle card here for you. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you, Virgo. Let's pull one last card here. Let's see. Let's see what comes out here for Virgo. Let's pull two. 1, 2. And then you guys are going to be off on your day. I may come back later to do a love reading. I always say that. Y'all like, sure, yes, sure. Look at what came out so you guys can see. Warrior, what does that say? Well, look at what it says. That baby, listen, one thing you're going to get here is the truth. It literally says, eliminate your subconscious fears to defeat and command respect of your enemies. Hello? You may not like me, but I know you better step the F back. I can tell you that much. I may be, you know, some of y'all may be up in age, maybe a little bit older, but, you know, some of y'all still know how to fight. Okay? Some of y'all still know how to fight. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. Here it says, use focus and patience. There it is, that patience energy. Shut up, yes, boo. You know, throwing tomatoes at the screen. Use focus and patience to achieve your goals. Venture out and destroy that which stands in the way of your baby, it said destroy it. Now, I ain't never seen Spirit give you permission to bust somebody's head wide open, okay? But it's basically saying, if you stand in my way, I'm just letting you know right now, you ain't gonna succeed. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Like I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna even give you a warning. I already tell y'all. I told y'all I don't give people warnings. Because if you try it, then it's like whatever happens to you. That's just the way I am. I don't have that. I told you guys, you know, the universe ain't all emotional and all that other stuff. I'm not either. Like, if you thought that was okay for you to do, it's like, oh, well, okay, say Sarah, whatever that, all right, whatever she'll be. Seriously. That's just how it goes. And once you live your life that way, it's going to be a little bit more easy for you. But if they want to try it, that's fine. But I ain't never seen the spirit world give somebody permission to get their head busted wide open. I ain't never seen that. It's like, oh, okay, you want to do that? All right. Tell me when to go and I'll help you. Whatever you want to do, let's go. Okay. Here it says the artist. It says carve out time to express yourself and share your vision with the world. You will excel in your projects. You will excel. I just love it. You will excel. But we already knew that, didn't we? We already knew it because we read it in the beginning of the reading. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of you not being able to get? What are you afraid of that you're not going to be able to obtain? we saw the rocky road, right? We saw the rockiness. We saw that in the beginning of the reading. We had the discussion about that. But looking at the reading for what it really is, that's what the closure is about. You're coming to an end of some type of cycle that has just completely like made you feel like woe is me, right? We talked about that. That this reading isn't about the woe is me though. It's just not about that. It's about where you're headed. Okay? Wobbly knees and all, you are there. Okay? Anywho, Virgo, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. Okay, I am going to try my best to go on live tonight. I don't have any readings. Sometimes the only reason why I don't is because if I have like a emergency reading, that's literally the only reason why. Okay, so I have all intentions on getting on here doing your love reading. So make sure you guys have the notification bell on for that. You will know 30 minutes ahead anyway. That means I'm ready. I'm prepped. I ate my food for dinner. I'm not going to be starving. I'll be ready to go. Okay. But that'll be later on tonight around 7 o'clock. Okay. Central Standard Time. All right, guys. I love you. Have a good day at work, at school, wherever you're about to go about.